Nessa girl, I just had to get in here and call you early this morning. Pardon me, I just gave y'all a real light beat, just a little under the lid liner, light beat, little lip gloss. I got to get down to Old Navy. When they open, they having a sale. I'm trying to get me some more of these little blouses. Anyway, shit, speaking of these little blouses, since I live in Atlanta, maybe Porsha and Hosea Feed the Hungry and Homeless could give me some blouses. Lord, Porsha and Hosea Feed the Hungry and Feed the Homeless, I appreciate everything y'all did for the Houston people, but you know, I was just a little baffled because y'all had pallets and pallets and pallets and more pallets full of shit that y'all ass was exporting to Houston, but y'all only be like feeding the homeless people in Atlanta once a year around Christmas time. As many homeless people walking their ass around Atlanta, walking their ass all up and down downtown, got the whole underground smelling pissy like fairground, and I don't never see them people walking up and down the street with no cup or no bag. They say Hosea Feed the Hungry and the Homeless, but now y'all want to export all the goods that we, the citizens of Atlanta, done donated to that place and export it to Houston. I know Houston needs some help, so I ain't gonna call the IRS on y'all ass. But what you should have did was left the food in Atlanta for the Atlanta people and called Marlo Hampton and got a credit card and went over there to Walmart and bought them people some stuff. Y'all won't get no more damn donations from me. Not with my goddamn money. Okay? Y'all, I ain't shit this morning. I need to eat. Like Kandi and Cynthia down to that restaurant when they filmed their little scene. You want to know something? For whatever reason, I enjoyed Kandi and Cynthia sitting at that table just kikiing and bantering. It felt very natural. We don't get to see much of that because I think the greater society has pegged them as boring people, as individuals. So if you got two people that you think boring, you wouldn't think to put them in the scene together, just those two. But they did all right having that organic conversation. This episode was chock full of a bunch of messiness. And baby, baby, I'm scared of you. I don't believe in magic. And for those of y'all who don't like when I sing, fuck you, bitch. That's what Tyrone about to say to NeNe, fuck you, bitch. So girl, I told Shereé to call Simone instead of Tyrone, but she don't got Tyrone on the line on her dime, and he out here dropping a dime and telling all this business, this people business. So basically, Shereé messy ass don't set up here and help facilitate Tyrone to be able to basically say, what he basically saying is that basically NeNe was trying to basically talk to him. Basically, that's what he's saying. And I'm like, ooh, bitch, this is damaging yet juicy. And when NeNe get a hold of this, somebody ass finna get wore out. And Shereé made sure to tread lightly and throw in that. Now, I don't know if she was doing this while her and Greg were divorced. You mean that fake divorce that NeNe went through to get a wedding special? That orchestrated PR move? That wasn't no real divorce. Ooh, girl. Something going on and it ain't all that clean, Miss NeNe. I just, ooh. But then again, you have to always consider the source. Coming from a con artist, this could just be a scheme that Tyrone set up for Shereé to come to us with the bullshit. Moving right along. Porsha's new look is everything. And let me tell you something. See, I'm a classy-based woman. I normally do not go up for all these different color hairs. Okay, I don't go up for it. What you call that? Orange or arbor mist. It looked good. It was just cascaded down. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Just stick to the lace fronts that you used to. It looked good. She debuted a new look. Shereé debuted a new look, and Shereé's looked good too. I just don't like Shereé with them dark matte lipsticks, but Porsha new look good. Moving right along, these hoes say they gonna make Shamia a part of this damn show, if it kills us, let me tell you something. I guess there's a lot of perks that come along with eating Kandi puss, okay? Listen, I might not get you a peach, but I get you some fruit cocktail. Come on, Shamia. Yes, God, honey. Hosea, feed Shamia. Yes, honey. Shamia came on this thing, breaking up the scene. And I'm going to tell you something, though. It was refreshing. It was, I don't know why when Shamia comes around, it's far more organic than when Marlo comes around. When Marlo comes around, my nerves get worked up because I know it's about to be some shit or it's about to be some forced interactions. When Shamia comes around, it's a bit more organic, and she's, you know, I've grown to like it. I didn't really like it at first because I felt like they didn't know what they were doing with her. I've grown to like it, and it's cool. Kandi and Riley practicing driving in a motherfucking G-Wagon. When that scene first aired and they was riding down the street, I was like, oh, Kandi bought her a Jeep or something, like a Jeep Liberty. Then I saw that she was in the G-Wagon, and I was like, oh, it felt a little unsettling in my spirit because I don't be riding now. And I know that it's some lesser vehicles over there she could have rolled in. Or, you know, part of me was just feeling like, where is the Geo Metro? Where is Aunt Bertha old car? Because Kandi bought her a new car. Aunt Bertha, you know what I'm saying? Like, I guess in normal black people, both of our parents work kind of communities. Your parents either buy you a cheap new car, a cheap used car, or you get a hand-me-down car from somebody. In my instance, I got my stepmama old car and her and my daddy got another one. So I was just like, ooh, you know, granted the G-Wagon is used, but it's still a G-Wagon. Like, what if she run this shit into a pole? So I was feeling like, okay, Kandi, you doing way too much. You stunting, you trying to stunt. But then I thought about it and I said, you know what? While that may or may not be true, it's good for the culture. Mama is teaching her daughters driver's ed in a G-Wagon, bitch. Yes, God, Miss Kandi, go up. I still think it's, now, let me get this straight. I don't support the bullshit because it's some bullshit. But the culture need it right now. Yes, God, honey. But what we don't need, you can't do it for the culture. You cannot do it for the culture and then fuck up all the progress that we made for the culture by making us cry over Riley. I'm here to say something. And I really don't give a damn who from the camp feels some kind of way about what I'm about to say. Stop putting that damn girl on that camera in regards to her daddy. It ain't right. It ain't fair. And it looks as if the situation without the cameras is already overwhelming for her. Then to have to do that shit on camera, then for her have to relive it. And I'm sorry, Riley is grown as all fuck. She's a little too grown for my personal liking, but it's not my child. Nevertheless, I don't give a damn how mature Riley may come off. Emotionally, she's not that damn mature. She is a child. And I just think certain things should be off limits. And I'm not questioning Kandi's parenting, because beyond measure, we know that Kandi is a great parent and she loves that girl. That goes without saying. Shit, she teaching the driver's ed in the damn G-Wagon. But what I am saying is sometimes as a parent, I know you're trying to push the child and do what's best for them and make them bloom and blossom, but she's not ready to handle this level of emotion, yet alone playing it out publicly. Like, somebody, Mama Bertha, Aunt Nora, Mama Joyce, get a whole... I mean, to be quite honest, it feels to me that Riley don't want to participate in this shit at all. That she's really content just being Kandi's daughter. And I get what Kandi's trying to do, because Riley, in my opinion, is introverted to a fault. And I think Kandi is trying to boost her esteem and get her out there and get her out of her shell. But that just may not be who Riley is. Like, Riley may have been put on this earth to be an accountant in a cubicle where she don't have to work and interact with a lot of people. I don't know. And I ain't finna get into it. But what I am finna say is I got enough sense enough to know that this camera shit, it ain't looking like the healthiest thing for her. Stick to you and block. Block, let me tell you something. You have to acknowledge people when they are doing right if we want continued behavior. Block gets the award for most improved parent, and I love the consensus that Block and Kandi came to, which was if you and I would be more cool, it would make Riley more comfortable with the situation. I think Block went and looked back at how he was on this show and how much of a dick he was being, and he let go of that hard guy exterior. And him and Kandi working together really is the first step in getting Riley to be more comfortable with that situation. It's going to take time. It took 15 years to get into the situation. It's probably going to take another 15 to get out of it. It can be done, but it's got to be done properly. And I think Kandi's idea about counseling was the best thing. I think we need a trained professional to guide them through the rest of this process. Cynthia's event down to the New Orleans. I don't really know what it was about. They had a small program and they did some church announcements, and I think maybe the people ate, I'm not sure. Yeah, what y'all was there doing? Like, Porsha's event, we definitively understood what they were doing. Kenya's event, maybe I missed something. Maybe I was playing in my phone. Nonetheless, I will say this about the whole New Orleans weekend. It was great to see you women use this platform and your star power collectively to bring awareness, raise money, so on and so forth. That was a beautiful thing. What I didn't like is when y'all got down to that table scene at the very end, the one that made Kenya upset. You couldn't see the forest for the trees, and it became a tit for tat thing that ruined a good moment. Like, my thing is, that whole conversation about, but the main event I wanted you to come to was the Saturday one. That's the one I was inviting you to. You didn't come to this one, you came to that one, and it came to that one. While I get it, and I think Porsha's feelings were valid, at the very end of the day, the bigger picture was to the whole world. Y'all put on a united front. The Housewives came together and collectively, through all the events, made an impact, change, helped the people raise money. Y'all could have saved the tit for tat conversation to when y'all got back to Atlanta and got ready to tell Shereé and NeNe and everybody else about the mess and the drama. Kenya, with that construction stuff, you were being overly aggressive. And I get that she was motivated, and this gonna be one of them times I ain't gonna rag Kenya. I ain't gonna say she was doing it to make a scene. But she was just being bossy and overly aggressive, and I get that Kenya got this opportunity to use it as a chance to show the world, hey, I'm not a bad person, I'm doing something great. But mama, you was like, I know you was the construction foreman tease, you just built a house, you probably about to build Mark a house with your money, or Marlo money, or who, or NeNe money that she got from Tyrone when they was running scams together, cash, okay? Because that's what all that feel like, and we gonna say that for another video. But you was being overly aggressive, like you needed more manpower. The girl was trying to come, it wouldn't have took away from that damn wall you was trying to knock out to get a girl directions or to pass the phone to somebody who could help her. And in addition, Kenya, and I'm not trying to take away from what y'all did, but in the grand scheme of all the complete devastation to the nation that went down and got down Harvey, tearing down one motherfucking wall in one motherfucking house, and I know it starts with one person, but did not make that much of a goddamn impact. Like you was not in the middle of saving the world, knocking out some damn sheetrock that was gonna get knocked out with or without your ass.
okay? FEMA, American Red Cross, Mother Teresa, New Birth Baptist Church, TD Jakes. Hell, TD Jakes' ass was gonna do it at some point. Oprah and Tyler was gonna do it. Shonda Rhimes, Shonda Rhimes don't be doing nothing for black people with the community. Not black like this. When they like this, yeah, but not like this. Child. That's a whole nother video. The wall was gonna get knocked down. I was gonna talk about Porsha crying for the food, but I don't pass that section. It was touching to see that she was crying for the food, and maybe they should have saved some for Kenya when she got to that last event. So let's talk about Kenya ass walking away from the barbecue place, and I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened. I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened. They had a very tight filming schedule that day. Kenya was tired. She was tired. She was exhausted. You could see it on her, down to her showing up late to the event. So late that the kitchen was closed. So what's that tell you? You know what I'm saying? It already had to be probably 10, 11 o'clock at night. She was tired. When you work hard, and that sun will wear you out. So when you are tired, you are stripped to your barest, most minimal self. Okay? She did not have the energy, mental bandwidth, nor emotional capacity to play the Kenya Moore Daily character that she normally plays. So her shield was not up. She was at her most vulnerable because her defenses were down. She was depleted. She was tired. The other girls came to do their job, to play their part in this play we call the Housewives of Atlanta. Kenya didn't have it in her. Kenya was on some, I'm tired, I gotta be here, y'all. Can I just get a sweet tea and a piece of cheeseburger? And she didn't have it in her. And I saw it. And I get it. I get it wholeheartedly because we have those moments. Some moments it's just like, ooh, I surrender. Lord, I surrender to your will. And I'm kind of in Kenya's corner in this instance because I get what it's like when you give your all and you don't have anything left to give. And what I will say about this show, as much as I don't like Kenya's antics, Kenya works this show. And when she shows up to film, she gives it her all. Now, y'all know me. I will ride a bitch, but I give credit where credit is due. Kenya shows the fuck up and she comes to work. She didn't have it in her in that last scene. She just didn't have it. And that's why it got to her. Now, what fucks Kenya up is the simple fact that this was one instance where she just needed a break. But Kenya, there have been instances where other people just needed a break. And you showed up to work and you bam, 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 you ride them, you antagonize them, especially Porsha. So because of that, it makes it hard for people to sympathize with you. And it actually makes the viewing public be like, good, that's what that bitch get. Now she know how it feels. Hopefully moving forward, if Kenya's still with us, she'll get sometimes when somebody look at her and be like, girl, like give it a rest. You won't bam, bam, bam. And with that being said, girl, my blood sugar low. I guess Porsha, that since Hosea Hunger gave all the Houston people food, it ain't nothing left for me to eat. Let me get in here and watch a bagel and watch Married to Medicine. And I ain't even gonna go on my tirade about why the fuck they moved it to Fridays and I'm my schedule all off. And I'm gonna call you later, girl. Bad.